Did you know that no NFL team has an over for wins of more than 10 and a half? Not
This,
one.
this upcoming
Currently,
season,
currently, no team has an over wins of 10 and a half.
that means they're expecting a lot of parity.
Do you think that parity is a real thing in the NFL?
In the NFL, yeah, because every year we always have a team in a division that goes from worst to first every year.
There is that, but I feel like largely until there's a real shift in like management or coaching or players, we kind of largely know who's good. So I think that parity can sometimes be kind of a blanket statement of they're like not it's not dynastic like sometimes the NBA has been, but it does feel like parity is kind of a word that's thrown around too loosely, and maybe I'm just misconstruing it.
I think like when I think of parity, I just think of new playoff contenders. It doesn't have to be Super Bowl contenders because we know who those are. Parity is like the Bears. Nobody had the Bears making the playoffs.
I did. I had them winning their division.
You should have bet a lot of money upon that, Dan.
Yeah, I should have. Well,
You'd be a very rich man right now.
I parlayed the divisions and I lost on that, but I had the Bears making the playoffs for sure.
Oh yeah, I hurt myself with the Ravens, the Bills. Who else? I had the Raiders. I'm not gonna lie. I picked the Raiders to make the playoffs, and that blew up in my face.
Honestly, I did too.
I believed in Geno Smith. I feel ashamed of that.
I didn't. So I like most people had Kansas City winning the division. You know, it's history repeats itself. You know, it's
Mm-hmm.
a consistent thing, but you also don't expect. Now the Chiefs were out of playoff contention before Patrick Mahomes had his injury,
Oh,
but
when they lost that game, they got eliminated.
yeah, no, they were absolutely done. Um, but yeah, like it's kind of a I don't know. Anyway, so moving on to the actual talking sports, what is ruining sports? We had a lot of you're already grinning, dog.
Because I seen those comments. No, I couldn't do nothing but laugh. I seen so many that say gambling. I'm just like, are you guys thinking? Gambling has always been around. Always been around.
Oh, for
Way
sure.
way before we were born. This is probably, I say like way back in the early 1900s. Like it's always been around, man. It's just you guys are saying that it's ruining the game now because of you see some players that's not playing up to their potential in a certain matchup.
Well, I think that when people say gambling, um, and this is my fault too, as somebody who just said what are two things, and I'm not asking for an explanation, but it's also why would you write an essay on this? You know, so I get it to that degree, but so gambling to me, I'm not sure. I don't want to make excuses for the people who just said gambling as a blanket statement, but I do get it where if you're getting false information, right? Maybe that's the reason why they think that gambling is ruining things. Because you're right, like as just as an institution of sports, gambling has always been a thing. It's not ruining sports,
Mm-mm.
but the casino is now in your pocket versus you having to go into an alley and paying the
A
weirdo that you
bookie.
don't know $100.
Yeah, that bookie. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like my stepfather was known for that. Like he had his little sports ticket, brought it home every Friday. Every Friday, him and my mom would be going up over it. I'm like, the hell is this? But they won their fair share. I'll say that much.
So you got that from him.
I ain't gonna say I got it from him. It was just being out and about on those streets in Cleveland. Like, yeah, I seen it and it caught my eye, and I'm like, oh, this is extra money to win. That's how you got to look at it. Like, don't go too deep into getting yourself in a debt that you missing out on bills and everything that you messing up your
Right.
household. But like, if you got a little, a little chump change here and there, go ahead and splurge up on it.
that's the way that I've always looked at it, is like, I'll do the $10 parlays to win 8 grand. Like $10 don't hurt me none.
Nah, it doesn't.
I'm not going to wager thousands of dollars. Nope.
I got a couple friends that does that, and I'm like, you guys, I get it that they're ahead and everything, but man, because I know if I bet that much and I lose up there on one leg, whoo, I'm gonna be hurt.
What? Let me ask you this. This was not something that we had originally talked about, but this whole new Floyd Mayweather thing, how is that man out of money? Because that's the only reason why he's fighting right now, is because he's out of money.
Because
To me, that's the only reason.
The lifestyle that he's trying to maintain, like he wants the best of the best, the expensive stuff, and I'm just like, dude, you pretty much, in my opinion, he's probably around about like $500 million, man. You mean to tell me you blew through all of that? And it comes from gambling too.
It never took a lick. That man never took a lick physically.
He's just taking licks up, I'll say, outside the ring.
He hitting a lick though.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just like, man, he's fighting Mike Tyson here in April, and now he's gonna be facing Pacquiao in what, September?
That's the thing, is like, I just don't understand the reasoning for, like, for the easy money grab. I get it, but Mayweather hasn't fought in what, almost a decade?
Well, I'll say like,
it was 5 or 6 years ago, right?
Yeah. It's been a while. Like competitively, yeah, it's been a while.
To me, if you're doing it for that, if you're doing it at all,
46 years old, man.
It also feels like, and this goes back into the gambling thing, if you will, like, is it all just a ruse? So when people say that gambling is kind of ruining sports, I personally don't agree with the entirety of the take, but when things like this happen, it's, what is the real end game? It's for everybody to make money and nobody loses, except for you if you bet on it.
The house never loses. Well, it depends, because there's a few, I'll say, sharps that's out there that knows how to catch those books slipping. But at the same time, they'll get limited ASAP. Like my dude Scott, he's one of them. Like he was killing FanDuel, and all of a sudden they just told him like, hey, the most that you could put up there on a parlay now is $25. And then once he had hit up on that, went down to 9.
Really?
I'm just dude.
Is it because of it? Was it because of the amount of things he was trying to hit on?
No, it was because of what he was winning. Like this dude was winning like 4 or 5 figures a ticket, and it would be like he'd be doing live bets, live parlays during the game, and I'm just like, how are you doing this? He's just like, he just got a niche, and he found it.
So they restricted the hell out of him.
Yeah, a lot of these guys that you, as I said before, up there on Twitter, a lot of these guys that post their tickets and everything, FanDuel, DraftKings, they'll see it, because a lot of people will be liking it, retweeting it, and everything, and they will find your account and they will limit you.
I didn't realize that it got down like that though. That's crazy. Yeah. I've won a couple of DraftKings things, because like it's weird, because FanDuel used to be okay up here in Alaska, and now it's not. DraftKings is still available in Alaska, but the live, or like the Bet6 or whatever, is not. So there has to be some kind of restriction up here. But the fact that they would just do that on his end is kind of crazy. They're like, no, you're doing too well.
Yeah, they don't want you. They like, hey, you winning too much from us. We want to get these, as they call it, the rookies. Pretty much, they want that rookie money to keep coming in, because a lot of these guys, especially the newbies, they come in, they thinking, oh, I can do this. I can win, $4,000 or $5,000, $6,000 up off of a play. Yeah, that's how they get you.
Well, they get you based on, hey, if you put $50 in, we'll match it.
Yeah. Yep. And then they want you to keep coming back and keep coming back.
And that's actually, when it comes to the talking point of what's ruining sports, nobody brought this up, but this is one thing that I've always kind of gravitated towards is that I feel like fantasy has ruined sports. Like it's not the gambling, because gambling, when we're talking about like DraftKings and FanDuel, that technically is kind of covered under that umbrella. But I think fantasy has absolutely ruined how we consume sports as people who genuinely love the competition of, or just the games in general.
I get where you're coming from, because like I've been playing fantasy, I'll say almost like 20 years now. Like
that's crazy to say, man, that we've been playing fantasy for 20 years.
It's been that long, man. It just every season that passed, my thing is that if I lose, I lose. But I'm not gonna sit up there. I'm not gonna add a player. I'm not gonna get mad at that player or anything like that. I'll just be like, all right, I'm just not gonna draft you next year. That's how I am. But some of these people, it's ride or die with these players, man.
The fact that people send death threats to players based on that is just shows you how emotionally and mentally unstable some people are, or how comfortable. I've always talked about, people are way, way, way too comfortable just saying whatever. And if you were in that situation, that person would absolutely beat the hell out of you if you said their face, and you're not going to do it.
And exactly. A lot of these fans that sit up there and badmouth these athletes, if they came across these athletes face to face, they won't say anything. Like that's why, like a lot of the NBA fans, they'll sit up there and badmouth, Westbrook or LeBron or something like that. I'm like, you guys are lucky security is right there, man, because 9 times out of 10, like we seen it with Malice in the Palace. Like if these NBA players had full reign to just go out there and beat the shit out of these fans, like a lot of you guys would not say none of the shit that you were saying. Period.
What we need is, I think that if NBA security and everybody was Isaiah Stewart, everything would be fine.
Yeah. Yep. You're exactly right. Because looking at a guy like Isaiah Stewart, you ain't gonna talk crazy to him, because he will go full Ron Artest and come up there in those stands and beat the shit out of you. Period.
It's so funny, like when we talk about, like, it's honestly, to me, it is actually, I don't find a whole lot of things endearing about people nowadays. And maybe that's just because I'm getting older, or that's just because online I'm being desensitized because of just all the unadulterated bullshit of what we see. But I'm actually kind of impressed by NBA fans don't storm the court and don't want to fight players just because when you look at how many security guards are actually on the floor, there's not many.
It's not many. And it's just like, you better hope that security guard stop that player. It's crazy, man. It's just
the last time that I saw that somebody got stopped by a security guard was Minnesota, and it was a woman. Trying to get
up there on the court, and I'm just like,
political protest or whatever. And I forget what the dynamic exactly was, but that's the last time I saw anybody run on an NBA court, and it was a woman.
You ain't seeing no dude running up there on that court, man. You ain't that crazy.
This is a weird thing, though. All the streakers are male during the Super Bowl, though.
Yep. You would never see a woman. You would never see a woman. Because you know damn what the security gonna take their time.
Yeah.
They gonna take their time. The players, they ain't gonna do anything. They'll probably look, but they ain't gonna do anything.
There's a brand loyalty.
Yep.
If you will.
Yep. You ain't lying about that, bro.
So,
but I'll say what's ruining sports. Another thing that I said, sports media, ownership, and unions. Now, my thing, the hand in hand with the ownership and unions is because I'll say with NFL, now we're starting to see players come out and say, we got to get rid of the franchise tag. Well, you had a chance to get rid of it at the last CBA agreement. Like, why didn't you guys fight for it? Now you're complaining about it, and now you don't want, the first round picks to have that 5th year option, because they're saying that hey, if the team wants to keep you, you should be getting paid. So why didn't you guys come to this agreement? Why didn't you fight stronger upon it? Because now the owners, they're getting so much money. They're getting so much money. I mean, what Green Bay, who is owned by the state of Wisconsin, and if you got, let's just say, if you're a resident of Green Bay, you have a small piece of Green Bay, and here it is. I seen that they made like $480 something million last season. I'm like, $480 million times 32. That's a lot of damn money.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at math, but I can't do that in my head.
But in my opinion, it's just when an owner sits up here and tries to say that they're broke, something's wrong, they can't pay for their own stadium. Bullshit. You got the money, you just don't want to pay for it.
Well, there's one. I feel like this is a layered conversation because one, a lot of these people, like even the owners of these teams, are very wealthy, obviously, because you're not an owner of a franchise if you're not. But sometimes you do lose money. Like if you're the Charlotte Hornets, let's say, like you do lose money, but it's an investment because of where you are and what you have, because it's a sports entertainment property. But also teams like Dallas, you're using that stadium for more than just football.
Oh, of course, man. They get all the events coming there.
Yeah, exactly. So some of these teams, technically by the books, some of them do lose money on a straight cash value, but on fake money, no, you're not. No, you're not losing money.
You're not. That's why, like, I laugh at the Cincinnati Bengals owner. Like, he'll sit up there and say that he's broke, but at the same time, I'm like, you just paid your three best offensive players, what combined, I think is like up over like a year is like
it's like 150-ish.
Yeah, like, come on, man, you got the money.
Well, the thing is, like, because like you know as well as I do, like the salary cap is one thing, but the bonuses and the coaching is completely different.
Yep.
So like the salary cap for every team is technically the same, but there are so many creative ways to get around it. And that's why Philadelphia has been so good the last 5 or 6 years, because Roseman is just, it's a clinic up there.
Yeah, it's you know, that's why, like, with the NFL contracts, I always say pay attention to the guaranteed money, look at the fine print, guaranteed at sign in, and then you got to figure out what's the cap hit and what's the seasonal cap going into that season. Like for instance, AJ Brown. If they
I was just going to say that.
If he's $40 million, but if the Eagles trade him even before June 1st,
yep,
they can split it in 2 years, $20 million. They can work it. If
Russell Wilson can get traded when you thought that he was untradeable, you can do that.
Yes. It's just so funny because I'm just like, anybody can be. Well, I'm not gonna say anybody, especially like if you're on the up and up and you're still producing, you're hard to trade. But if you're on a fringe or something like that, yeah, buddy, we don't care about that contract. We eat the money. You just got to go away.
Yep, you can go away. I do want to say, because I just saw this morning, and Kayvon Thibodeau is not somebody who really crosses our timeline very much. Like coming out of Oregon, it sounded like he was supposed to be like the next edge rusher dude, and he's kind of underperformed. But it's also when you're the main dude, like what do you expect to do? If the Giants don't pick up his 5th-year option, which it sounds like they're not, do you think that he would actually be somebody you could? And what's wild is like he was a 1st-round pick. He was like a top.
He was a top 5 pick.
And if you can acquire, would you acquire him for 4th or 5th rounder? Because I sure would. If I'm Buffalo, I would do that instantly.
Yeah, because listen, I always say everybody loves draft picks until they turn into a player. Because when that player comes around now,
that is eloquent.
Oh man, I didn't want him. But you love draft picks. What, you can't have it both ways now.
Thank you. This is why we're friends, man.
Like, come on, man. Like, I hate Browns fans because it's just like we're arguing about who we should take at 6 and 24. I'm like, it doesn't even matter because I want to see who the pick is. Now let's see if that player can develop. Because now who's to say 2 or 3 years down the line you guys will be up there? Oh, that was a wasted pick. But you love draft picks. You wanted to see who this player was going to be. Now all of a sudden now you don't like that player. I get it.
Yeah. I do want to move on to Maxx Crosby in a moment, but to really kind of wrap up the whole ruining sports thing was because when I posted that, there was a lot of feedback.
Yeah.
Is there one particular thing that you agree with the most or one that you disagree with the most?
The one I disagree with the most is gambling because I was just like, to me that comes across like sour grapes. Like, I get it. You guys are
you lost. Same as fantasy with me. Oh, yeah, you lost.
You guys are degenerates. You lost. So now all of a sudden now you're mad. I get it. Like, I'm not gonna get mad. Like, I'll probably like type something up there in a group text, but outside of that, I'm not going up there on Facebook or on Twitter. I'm not going to sit up there. Oh man, he cost me on parlay. No, it just happens, bro.
No, we can gripe amongst ourselves, but that's fine.
Yeah, like
I almost hit a lick, but I missed on this. This team is this player's and then we move on.
That's all it is, man. Get them next time.
Yeah, well, yeah. The whole "there's next year" is always the gambling.
Ooh, man, listen. That's why, like, I looked at that over under for the NFL. I'm like, oh man, let me see what I can get with here. I'm not gonna lie. I instantly slammed the under on the Browns.
There are some great value picks.
Yeah, it is
on the over or under when you really think about it. But so to move on, so Maxx Crosby, I don't listen to a whole lot of just like outside media. I don't have time for it. But I did happen to pick up on, I think it was either Nick Wright's podcast or it was somebody's. And there's a lot of movement because Maxx Crosby on his show had Caleb Williams on, and there's a lot of buzz around that of Maxx Crosby going to Chicago. So I don't know if that's true or not, but would you like to see him someplace else? Where would he fit best? And what would the compensation be? And I know it's different because every team thinks that they're one player away. So the value changes based on, where you are. But do you see him moving where and what's the compensation for him basically?
I do see him moving. I can see him going to an NFC team. I can see him going to Chicago. He could go to Dallas. He can go to Philadelphia. He can go to the 49ers. Now, my thing is that which team is going to shell out a first-round pick for him? I can see one of those teams doing it.
That's almost like the A.J. Brown thing, is that we know he's good. What's more valuable to you, picks or players? The guy who's a proven commodity or the potential?
I'm gonna take that proven player every time, bro. Proven player.
I'm the exact same way. I understand the value of having picks, but the position of your team matters. If you are really, 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 really close, and you not just you're talking to fans, but like you genuinely feel like you were really close and you're one piece away, give up all the draft capital to get the guy that you know is the missing piece. But all too often, teams and coaches think that they're smarter or better than they are, and they just think they can make anybody their replacement.
Yep. That's ego, man. That's the one thing right there, is that the coaches and the GMs, I can get this guy. He can come in. He can produce at a high level for us. And 9 times out of 10, when that player doesn't produce for you.
I lost you for a second, and CR's in the building. So once we start talking about Maxx Crosby going to the Bears, all of a sudden you want to show up.
That's divine intervention. That's all that is. Uh, I just got done being yelled at by a paper pusher, so that's what took me so long to get on.
Yo, your phone is way more clear than mine. I hate my phone.
Hey man, that's my skin just look like that. It ain't got nothing to do with the phone, baby.
I was talking about the background, but I wasn't trying to be disrespectful.
No, that's just all this melanin going on. That's all that is.
So me and LaShawn were just talking about Maxx Crosby and destination land points for him. And one of the things that I've seen kind of recently is the buzz about him potentially going to Chicago. He had Caleb Williams on his show. What's the likeliness of him landing there? And are you good with it? What would compensation be? Things like that.
No. I've been talking mess to LaShawn about Myles Garrett, but just like honestly, it makes zero sense for the Bears to do any of that. Just because you're not a pass rusher away. Like you're not. Like you got too many holes. Your whole secondary is free agents, basically. You have no D tackles. You really can't afford to be giving up 2 first-round draft picks to go get anybody.
I'm not gonna lie. He'll probably get 1. He ain't getting 2.
Well, see, but see, like this is the whole like Miles Bridges comparison of the NFL is.
Miles Bridges is ass.
Yeah.
I know, but he went for 5. No,
the Knicks gave up 5 first-round picks for
that man.
Oh, Mikal Bridges. You said Miles Bridges. That threw me off. I'm like,
I'm sorry. I misspoke. That was my fault.
Yeah, no, that was definitely an overpay.
But the thing is, like, because that's what LaShawn and I were just talking before you hopped on. Is like, what do you value more, the proven player or the opportunity to get the great one?
I value the organizational stability, and you can't have that and be giving up these high draft picks. Not when like that. Caleb's extension is coming right around the corner. It'll be here before we know it.
Close. It's right around the corner.
So you're going to need those picks, and you're going to need those guys coming in on cheap contracts.
So you're going to give him 10 years, $600 million, right?
I'm gonna give Tony Burton's light skinned king whatever he needs.
Whatever. Try.
No, but listen, because I can see CR. He's gonna get whatever Caleb's extension is. It's gonna be out of here. It's gonna be
bananas.
And CR is gonna be like, man, why we spend all that money up on him, man? Now we can't fill the damn team.
I believe you're probably right. I'm not gonna lie to you. So this pink lip bastard better get us a ring. Because that's just where the contracts are going.
Yeah,
God, man, I can't take either of you anywhere.
Right. Man, I ain't even got no liquor in me. See, I just got off work. I'm tired, honestly.
He had a long day, man. Let me go ahead and get the bear frustration out, man.
I'm gonna take the frustration out on baddies.com. That's where I'm gonna go take them. But no, as much as I would love an elite pass rusher, go draft one and develop them.
Do you think that should? I'm sorry, I can't even really get back into mode right now. I'm trying to be professional, but you got me all kinds of shook up. Do you think that Chicago has the ability to even like just draft one and then make their own Maxx Crosby? Then
I feel like they don't have a choice. I mean, Dennis Allen is supposed to be this defensive guru, so go do it. Or I would rather you do it like go sign somebody. Go get me Oway from the Chargers, where you don't have to give up draft capital. It's just money.
And then pay them afterwards.
I'd rather that than you give – like I feel like you can't afford to give up draft capital. Not when your
left tackle of the future is out for the season already with a torn patellar tendon. So that's
What?
a hole. Yeah. What's his name? The Ozzy Trapillo. He's out for the all next season. He tore his patellar tendon in the playoff game.
Damn.
So it's like that's a huge hole.
Yeah, that is, bro. Whew.
So it's like, what do? You know, you're negative as far as cap room is going. So now you want to give up picks to go. You can't afford to do it.
Got you. I get where you're coming from now.
That's fair. Shout out to James Wiggins. James Wiggins, him and I, we've been like really close friends since I was like 12 or 13 years old in Fairbanks, Alaska. James, I appreciate you chiming in and throwing something in the chat, man. He's one of the best people that I've ever met, ever known. And having a friend for over 20 years, those are rare. So I appreciate him popping up real quick.
Well, he know where all the bodies is buried.
That's being buried. I mean, y'all don't know what the Dinky Woods is, but he knows what the Dinky Woods is, and that's where that's where the bodies would be buried if there were any bodies.
Got you.
The military bases got skeletons for sure. But so the whole Maxx Crosby thing, to kind of put a bow on it, like, do you guys think that he plays another down for the Raiders, or is he moving on? Because I feel like he's done.
This is what I hate about teams coming out and saying, "Hey, we expect Max to be here next season." No, don't say that. We know you behind the scenes trying to work out a trade. Just go ahead and admit it. Like, yeah, he wants to get traded. We gonna see what we can get for him.
The whole reason, like the only reason why I feel like the Raiders can actually potentially get no pun intended, a max deal back for him is the fact that he's done it kind of under the radar. Like, he has his own podcast, and that's the only reason why I know that that's even a thing is because of somebody else told me. He's never said it live, like on ESPN or NFL Live or anything like that. So I never knew that was the landing point was him to not be in with the Raiders anymore. But also, it's also, man, you're too good to be there. You're better than what the Raiders are. So he should want to get out, but I feel like he's doing it the right way, as opposed to, like you and I said earlier, LaShawn, AJ Brown doing it one way versus Maxx Crosby. And there's another level to this besides just how you're doing it. And I think we all kind of understand what I'm going with that indirectly. But yeah, I just don't see Maxx Crosby being a Raider at the beginning of the 2026 season.
Nah, he's gone. I'll say within the next two to 3 weeks, because that'll be the start of free agency. Yeah, it'll be before the draft though.
He'll be a Lion.
Don't say that, man.
You look, man.
I hate to see it, but that's
your words hurt people, and you need to know this.
You know, I hate Detroit. Like, not almost as much as I hate Green Bay.
So what does Detroit give up to get him then?
Draft capital.
Like all of it?
No, hell no.
No. They'll probably give up a 1 and a 2, 2-1, something like that.
Listen, any team that's giving up 2 1s for Max, that GM is getting fired after the season.
They're getting fired if they don't win the Super Bowl.
No, even
if whoever
they got to at least make the NFC Championship game.
Whoever does that deal, if they win the Super Bowl, he's not getting fired. But if they don't, he is absolutely getting canned.
I believe Detroit's desperate.
Of course.
Like, you went from 15 wins to 4th place in the division. Detroit isn't desperate. Dan Campbell is. I think Brad Holmes right there with them. You know, you were supposed to be in the Super Bowl last year. You were a lot of people's picks. So you wet the bed. Not my pick. The one thing that I do appreciate with Dan Campbell that a lot of people probably don't is the fact that when they went to the NFC Championship game a couple of years ago, he goes, "We may never get back here." So he had the perspective and he had the forethought of like, hey man, this is really difficult to do. One, because I played in this game or the sport, and I know how difficult it is to just do this game in general. And
he just had this kind of open and honesty about how difficult it is to do this thing. But the thing is, like, when he took over Detroit, it was a laughing stock. Now there's expectations, and now it feels like I'm kind of with you where if they take a swing and they can't get it done, the fact that we went from Dan Campbell being one of the best head coaches in football to, well, how much help do you need? Because we're dangerously close to getting that to that point of how good are you really? Because the expectations are finally there when they weren't there beforehand.
Because look at it like this. Aiden got his money, but Gibbs got to get paid. Laporta got to get paid.
You got to keep Amon-Ra still.
Yeah. So at some point, you know,
Panay,
that salary cap is a thing. So I feel like Detroit got to go for it. Like, I really do. I feel like it's now or never. I hope it's never, but
well, you as a Bears fan, yeah, you don't want them to, but you understand why they would make the push, though.
There's one person that makes me not like because my boy Jake Strand, I wouldn't be that mad if, you know, Detroit won, but because my other boy Josh Pugh, I don't want them to win anything. I love Josh. But,
it's weird that you want one guy to win and one guy to lose, but they're fans of the same squad.
Pretty much.
But so you agree with me that you think that Maxx Crosby is done as a Raider then?
Yeah, and it to me it makes zero sense for them to bring him back. Like, you got so many holes as the Raiders. Why not sell high?
You're gonna be fourth place in your division again next season.
So to couple that angle, because I felt the exact same way. Do you blow the entire thing up and
everything outside the Bowers,
your first rounder, your first overall pick, and Maxx Crosby, and you just blow the whole thing up?
I mean, if they believe in Mendoza, draft him. I'm not a Mendoza guy. Like, I think he can be a solid, serviceable Matt Ryan stealing type NFL quarterback. I see
that's a good comp. Matt Ryan, I think, is a good comp.
I don't see like a superstar franchise savior. So it depends on what they're looking for. Right.
He'll be serviceable.
He's a Matt Ryan, Jared Goff type to me.
Well, that's that's funny. But the other thing too is like there's no offensive line. There's no offensive weaponry to assist this man besides Ashton Genty. And Genty, to me, like, I have no problem. I know that LaShawn is going to completely disagree with me on this. But I have no problem drafting running backs early if you have the offensive line, have a quarterback, and like just 1 year you have an injury to somebody, whether it's quarterback or left tackle or whatever the thing is, and you happen to draft really high, the running back position to me at that point in time, you pick them early, you don't pay them a second contract, but that's kind of where Genty is, and I feel like he has the potential to be a great player, but just not for the Raiders because there's just nothing there. And Mendoza feels like the exact same thing.
You got to build around him.
Build the team. I'm not one of them people like, oh, we need a quarterback. We got the first pick. We must take the quarterback number. I don't believe in that.
It depends on who it is, like who's in that draft. Like, I listen, next year's draft, you're going to see 5 first-round quarterbacks go in that draft.
Are we going to have one of those 5-6 first rounders?
What's that?
Next year, are we going to have one of those 5 or 6 first-round quarterbacks, do you think?
You're going to have 4 or 5.
The golden child.
And then you're going to have 4 or 5 wide receivers.
Really? In the first round, you think there's gonna be 5 quarterbacks and 5 wide receivers?
The wide receiver should be the first person off the board, if you ask me.
Don't you even say it. You better not.
He should be. He should be. He's the best player in the draft. He's the best player in the country right now.
Listen, man, it's always gonna be a quarterback CR. I am sorry. I mean, I want to agree with you, but quarterbacks matter more.
They matter more. But it's just like when Jamarcus Russell went number 1 and who went number 2?
Calvin Johnson.
God. So it's going to be the same situation. I'm not an Arch guy. So
you're right. Listen, I done told my friends, I'm like, listen, if Arch beat Ohio State next season, we already know what the narrative is going to be.
Oh, for sure. If Arch beats Ohio State, it doesn't matter what he looks like the rest of the season. That man, on top of the fact of his last name is Manning, it's a wrap.
The amount of nut hugging that people have for Arch because he was beating UL Monroe is crazy.
Like,
Arch is a solid quarterback. Ain't shit special about him.
I agree.
To me.
I agree. I just hate.
They're like, he's the fastest quarterback. No, he's not.
His last name is Manning. His last name is Manning. There's no way he's the fastest at anything besides maybe processing stuff beforehand, and even that's argumentative.
Man, I'm waiting on Peyton's son. If I want a Manning, I'm gonna wait on Peyton's son. I don't want no damn Arch Deluxe Manning.
We got about another 7, 8 years before he gets up there, man. But you're right.
So moving on because LaShawn kind of he liked my whole patriotism thing. So
drive, bitch.
this is how you know we're live. CR's yelling at traffic.
My bad. Like, man, you in the left lane. You're doing 50 miles an hour. Like, what are you doing?
Man, I love the lives because it feels it's so much more organic. Like, this is real life, man. You driving say what you want to on oncoming traffic. Do what you gotta do, man. But when it comes the patriotism is a coin that I like, or it's a phrase that I like to coin. I need to trademark it. But when it comes to the White Olympics, the Winter Olympics are basically that, the White Olympics. And the fake, I say patriotism because it seems like it doesn't matter if it's winter or summer, we all get together and say how much we love this country and blah, blah, blah. And the hockey one is the most specific one because of the Miracle on Ice. When I saw everybody finally caring about hockey when they don't beforehand, I just can't stand the fake I love this country, blah, blah, blah. It was annoying as hell to me personally. I don't know how you guys digested it.
No, I'm 100% with you because I was just like, I ain't seen not one post from hockey from anybody all season. All of a sudden, USA team wins go. Now all of a sudden, it's USA. Everybody got their jokes and everything. But my thing is that if that's what you're going to be on, then you better be up with them in the next 4 years.
Well, there's that coupled with the fact of it's who the USA beat, and if you are a supporter of a certain Cheeto colored human being, now you have this other thing that you have to attach yourself to besides just, if I don't care about sports and I don't care about hockey and I don't care about the Olympics, it's just the neighbor to the north that we have somebody else to poke fun of. And that, all of this feels like it's super disingenuous as far as the accolade and the actual achievement of what the hockey players do. They're using it as a crutch and they're using it as something to propel themselves further than just enjoying the sport itself, when none of these people actually do. There's always a narrative and a directive, and that's the frustrating part to me. I don't care about hockey, but I'll tell you up front, I don't care about it.
I always say like fuck hockey. Like that's how I feel. I get it. It's a great sport to somebody up out here, but to me, like I would rather watch soccer before I watch hockey.
Oof. That's a really hard comp. Like for me, tennis is probably equivalent, but I enjoy watching soccer. Tennis to me is like that's, and honestly, and that's probably not even fair because I haven't watched tennis in 12, 13 years probably.
I watch soccer and hockey, so you know,
you're that token black guy.
Like, yeah, I wake up on Saturday mornings. I watch EPL. I'm a gambler. What can I say?
So you don't think that gambling is ruining sports, right?
No, it is. Like, it's gonna get an athlete killed one day, and then we're gonna have to have a conversation. It really
100%. Yep.
But me personally, I grew up a Blackhawks fan. I loved Chris Chelios. Jeremy Roenick was my favorite. So I like hockey. And yeah, I was rooting for the USA because it just goes back to like when we should have won the gold in 2010 and we lost in overtime. And then last year in the Four Nations, like, I know y'all don't watch hockey, but like as soon as the puck dropped, the gloves just went off and they started fighting.
That was actually pretty
good. So it's like the beef is real. Like, so as a hockey fan and as an American, like, yeah, it meant something to beat them, to me. Because, you know, they're like the Lions to me and the Packers. So it's like, man, fuck y'all. like, we went in your trap and we took your trap. Like, that's really what it is. This is y'all sport, and we just beat y'all at it. So,
and for people who actually enjoy and follow hockey, that is one thing. What my point was, everybody who just wants to wrap themselves in the blanket of the flag and things like that, just arbitrarily. That's the problem that I had. If you actually enjoy hockey and you know the rivalry, that's one thing. It's the Faketriotism that I have a problem with, not the people who actually enjoy it.
Yeah, but it's like that with all sports though, because like even like when the Bears were having success this year, my mom's like, we won. Like, stop, bro, stop.
She ain't never cheered for the Bears in her life.
Right. You wouldn't know a 3-point stands if it slapped you in the face.
No,
so it's like that with everything. So, you know, it's to be expected. People always want to hop on the bandwagon.
It's going to be like that this summer
as a Bills fan, I know that all too well.
The World Cup is going to be here in the summer, and it's going to be the same thing.
I can't wait. I can't wait for it.
You going to a game?
Hell no. No. I got a nice basement and a nice TV. No.
Yo, all that traffic's for the birds.
Man. Y'all don't understand this Chicago traffic, man.
Oh, listen, when I got to come out there for flag football tournaments, man, no, you can save that shit for me, man. No.
I get my errands run at 8 in the morning, bro. Like, I'm not out here.
Chicago is in the top 3 of worst traffic I've been in. Houston is 1, Atlanta's 2, Chicago's 3.
Oh, Atlanta's 1 for me. Atlanta's terrible.
I've never been to Atlanta. Like, I've only been on vacation or, you know, traveled outside of Alaska probably twice in the past 10 years. Once was Seattle and 2 was Orlando. And Orlando was awful. And
you went to Disney World?
Yeah, I did. And it's crazy because like I took my wife there because she's a huge Harry Potter fan. So that's the whole reason why we went to Orlando was for that. But it's not even just the traffic, but the weather is bipolar as hell, man. Like I would drive down the street and there was a hurricane, and then 8 minutes later it was sunny and gorgeous. It meant no sense.
And then it's humid as hell. Trust me.
It was crazy.
No, I couldn't.
DC has terrible traffic too. DC's traffic is horrible. Horrible.
You get around out to the freeway down there, because as you get close to the White House and everything, like
you better walk.
Traffic. Yeah,
you better walk
out your car.
I've only been to Maryland once, and it was because my dad at the time, and God, this was almost probably 20 years ago. My dad had a business meeting in Maryland, so we stayed in Maryland and then drove up to Buffalo to watch a Bills and Ravens game. And I don't remember like really any of it except for the fact that we were in Maryland, and I was wearing a Jack Kemp jersey while I was walking through Maryland. And I've never got so many compliments from people that I didn't know who he was.
That's how it goes, man.
Maryland was actually because I've heard terrible things about Maryland, like that Baltimore area ish. Everybody was crazy nice.
Yeah. As long as you don't go up there on some bullshit, you'll be fine.
Well, I wasn't wearing a Bengals or Steelers or, Brown stuff. So it seems like it was pretty on par.
I could live in that DC, Baltimore, one of those. Like if I were ever to leave Chicago, I could live there. It's the little podunk towns I can't do no more.
you got to be in a city and not one of them side streets.
Yeah.
The term going to town, bro, no. I can't live nowhere where I got to go to town. No, I need to be in the town, the city.
So Alaska is off of your bucket list, apparently.
Man, it wasn't even up there, big dog. I ain't even going to hold you, bro.
Listen, man. I used to watch Ice Road Truckers, man. I would never go to Alaska, bro. Never.
It's wild because it's something where if you have a certain thing that you want to experience, it's fine to kind of be a part of the experience. But to live here, you gotta really want to. I don't really want to. I've been here way too long.
I might go on like an Alaskan cruise because I heard those are really nice. But outside of that, man, I'm cool.
That's the whole thing. Again, like if you want to come visit, it's one of those things where as an experience, it's something that most people should probably have on the bucket list and just see it once. But there's no reason to live here. I like if it wasn't for my wife, man, there's no reason why I would be here. I hate
That's all right, man. I'm gonna hit the lottery, bro. Y'all gonna move down here with me, man. It's all good.
Man, the fact that you said that you would win the lottery and move me down there
I'm gonna build a compound. Y'all think Bin Laden had a compound? Wait till y'all see mine.
that was nothing. Wait till what you see.
We're gonna have running water and washcloths and everything. I don't know if Bin Laden had that. It looked a little dirty. So
everybody gets their own one with a signature on it. It's all insignia. I like that.
Like all them women, I bet it was a little tart up in there. So yeah, no, I'm cool on that.
And Nigel said, been around the world and still came back to Alaska. Look, man, I've been around the world too. The unfortunate thing is I went around the world before I got to Alaska. I had all the opportunities to leave and I didn't. And again, I'm happy that I didn't because I wouldn't have met my wife if I had left. But by the same token, I'm okay if we were to leave. So moving on to Philadelphia Eagles, and that's the thing that I have kind of laid my hat on is that it just feels like it's a loveless and happyless marriage, and they're only staying together for the kids, but the kids are 30. Why the hell do they still keep Nick Sirianni? I don't think that they're winning because of him. I think that sometimes they win in spite of him. But that's the dynamic that I feel is that, well, we're winning, so we can't get rid of him. But everybody seems to think the problem is Nick Sirianni, and like the person that's getting the brunt is now AJ Brown because he's being outspoken about the problem, and everybody knows what the problem is.
I mean, hell, they did it with Doug Peterson. Why they can't do it with Sirianni?
Yo, they fired him the year afterwards.
That's the thing, like, because then fans would return on Howie because they're gonna be like, all right, you're starting to become the problem now.
Yeah, maybe he is.
Wait, you think
send him to Chicago?
I was
DR said he wants those teeth deals too now.
Send that man to Buffalo.
Ryan Poles fat ass can go somewhere.
I still can't believe he still got his job, man. I can't believe he still got it.
Ryan Poles pissed me off the other day with that bullshit he said.
What did he say?
He thinks the Rooney Rule is stupid. Like, nigga, how do you think you got your job?
I was about to say, how do you think you got a job?
like, are you stupid?
Sorry, I shouldn't have laughed that hard. I'm sorry.
The owner must have put a battery in his back and told him to say that out there, man.
I don't even think McCaskey would. The McCaskies, like, they some solid people. I think that's really what he believes.
Yo, they must have an air tag on that dude. And the thing, oh man, go ahead. Sorry, I laughed way too hard at that.
No, it's cool. Why should teams get a draft pick just for developing that? Like, bro, shut up. Like, I'll slap the shit out you, bro. Like, shut up,
bro. Because teams are taking an opportunity up there on this person.
Like, it's not about the draft pick. It's about giving these people of color the opportunity to be seen, whether they're hired or not. That enables them to possibly be seen. Like, and the fact that people don't get that.
I feel like that's when it comes to these types of discussions, I don't feel like my opinion really matters because I'm obviously not what this rule or these talking points are directed to. So maybe my opinion doesn't matter. Or
gingers need love too. Y'all a minority.
Right.
But it's and Nigel just said I get what he's saying, but he could have said it differently or said it better. The things that I didn't hear what he said, but I can understand with if you're saying the Rooney Rule is a joke, I can understand why it could come across that way. If black people are not being interviewed and they're not being taken seriously and you're only using it just to justify the reason for the rule being there, I understand that. But like you said, like, it has to be institutionalized because white people have just gotten a pass to just get these jobs just because, like, Jeff Saturday should never have been a head coach. Like that will always be the lowering benchmark for everything. Is like, that is kind of why the Rooney Rule exists. Like, I know it was before him, but that's a prime example of how the hell did that dude just jump the line, and this is where we are.
All because he set up there ESPN.
Throwing pancakes at a screen.
Yeah.
Like, so I know that I'm the bad messenger on this particular talking point, but it's also, man, I know why it exists, but also, man, we thinking that it's a joke, I also get because it's not being utilized the way that it's supposed to be.
I completely get what Ryan Poles was trying to articulate. It's just the way it came off was totally tone deaf.
Yeah.
Like, I get what he was trying to say.
It sounds.
You shouldn't need the Rooney Rule. You shouldn't. You should develop your staff just to develop your staff. But the way he said it, he sounded like an idiot.
Like, this is the way I look at it. All of the Rooney Rule, like, head coaches interviews, they're only on one side of the ball, if you notice that.
They're all defensive guys.
They're all defensive guys.
All of them.
You mean to tell me there's not one black or person of color that runs the offensive side of the ball, like other than Eric Bieniemy, Shalacy.
But even then, you could make the argument it's because he played running back and he got to be under Andy Reid, a white coach. That's the way that we got to there.
Like,
but what happened to Byron Leftwich? He was supposed to be the one, and he just disappeared.
He wins the Super Bowl with Tampa. He had a couple interviews, and all of a sudden, Tampa Bay, they didn't go far in the playoffs, and we never hear from Byron again. He's out there in Colorado now.
But Todd Bowles standing on the sideline every Sunday looking stupid.
Yeah. Another defensive guy.
And I think that's it's weird because we have kind of shifted it, and again, if I'm speaking out of pocket, I need you guys to tell me.
No, we'll slap the shit out you. You good? Go
ahead. So to me, when I see certain things like the quarterback position, we've been able to shift from it is a statuesque, tall white dude, and now we're like, hey, black people can play quarterback, because there was a stigma that they were always going to be the running quarterback. They weren't going to be anybody who could just stand in the pocket and play quarterback at the level that NFL fans are used to. And we've kind of adjusted to that. We're, I guess, okay, for lack of a better term, with having a black quarterback, but the coordinator position is still it's aggressiveness. You're not a thinker. It is just you do this and just go. And I feel like we haven't really broken ourselves away from that stigma the way that we have from the quarterback position. And if I'm wrong, please let me know. But that's where I see it.
You're right. That's why it's just like, I look at the position coaches. You see a lot of people of color with the positions. When it comes down to these coordinators, only on the defensive side. Offensively,
and like you said, if the only, and I don't want to be so hyperbolic and say the only one, but when you look at it, I can't remember the last time I saw a black defensive coordinator get a head coaching job besides like DeMeco Ryans. Like, or I'm sorry, get a head coaching job when they were an offensive coordinator. Every single one of them seems to be a defensive coordinator that moves into a head coaching position, but not one of them has been an offensive-minded coach, if you will. And I don't understand why. I mean, I understand why, but
was Anthony Lynn an offensive guy?
Yeah, he was. Because now he was, the Browns interviewed him before they hired Tom Monken. He was like, and now he's a running back coach.
He kind of messed it up for the brothers.
Hard fall.
And to be honest, he was a decent coach.
Better than Todd Bowles.
And the thing is that you got to make the best of your opportunity.
Why you hate Todd Bowles so much?
Because he sucks, bro.
He does. Like, to be honest,
he just looks stupid.
They started 6-2, and I was thinking like he got Baker looking like an MVP candidate. All of a sudden, the wheels fall off, and they don't even make the playoffs.
Then he stand on the sideline just looking confused.
Mm-hmm.
It's you, motherfucker. Like you suck.
Your defense. That's your defense.
Just looking.
I must just not know enough about Todd Bowles, because you guys have very, very strident opinions on him.
This is his second head coaching job. He was out there with the Jets. He was. People say that he didn't get a fair shot out there. All of a sudden, he gets this shot. All of a sudden, like, I think they're 1-2 in the playoffs. You got to do better, man. Especially like you had, in my opinion, a stacked team and a shitty division.
Yeah, Bruce Arians handed you the keys.
Yeah.
He handed you the keys.
I think that's the thing too about the whole Bruce Arians thing when they won that Super Bowl with Brady, is that they were trying to do things a certain way. And then Brady's like, I'm tired of doing it this way. Let me do it my way. And they finally turned around. Like, I feel like he is probably the more driving force in that Super Bowl win than any coaching acumen that you can put into it.
And having a pass rush that can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, he knows that better than anybody else, right?
I just feel like Bowles was handed a team, and all you had to do was not fuck it up.
Just cruise control.
And what did he do? He put his thumb in his ass. Like, it's like, bro. I hate Todd Bowles, man. I'm sorry.
He gonna become your defensive coordinator. You keep fucking around.
Man, bro, I'll be over there with you. Like, you know what?
It's funny because like the way I don't talk to many people out of Alaska very often, but when I talk to certain people, I get a certain vibe. And LaShawn, if he says something negative about something or somebody, I don't feel like he would actually fight them in the streets. But CR, you have this like vitriol where it's like if you actually saw Todd Bowles, I think that you would fight him in the streets.
You know how many parlays I lost because of Todd Bowles?
I was about to say it got to be parlay related, man.
Man. He messed up my division winner parlay. Like, you black bastard. Like, you lost the division to the Panthers.
To the Panthers, man. Like, you could lose it to the Falcons, but not the Panthers.
I mean, Lovie Smith lost the game on purpose. And honestly, that was the most gangster thing I've ever seen is winning a game on purpose when you were supposed to lose is probably the most gangster thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, King Lovie. King Lovie. You're damn right. We love him.
See, y'all gonna build him a statue.
On the real.
As long as it doesn't look like D Wade, we're good.
I'm gonna make that shit out of Cocoa Pebbles.
But speaking of gambling and parlays and losing, overs and unders, way too early. It's free agency hasn't hit. The draft isn't here. But over-unders, there are 10.5 teams, or I'm sorry, the 10.5 over-under, there's a lot of them, and nobody is over 11 for the beginning of the season. Ravens, Bills, Lions, Packers, Chiefs, Chargers, Rams, Eagles, Niners, and Seahawks are all supposed to, at this point in time, that's the over-under is 10.5. That seems
Chargers.
Like that exactly. So of those teams, which one do you think is the most likely to not hit 10.5? And also, do you think that one of these lines is disrespectful to another team? Because that to me, it's wild that no team is over 10.5, and to have that many teams at 10.5 is also bananas.
The Chargers.
I was gonna say the Chargers. Who else?
Lions, Packers, Chiefs. Eagles, Niners,
the Packers. I'm gonna say the Ravens. I'm not buying into the Ravens until
really.
I'm not buying into the Ravens until I see Lamar.
Yo, that's fair, but I'm not talking about postseason, but regular season. If he's good, I am hammering the over.
Listen, he's gonna be good. I'll say September or October. He's gonna be good, but once those hits start adding up on him. And those injuries, that's when we're going to start seeing the fall off for him in November and December.
I'm kind of the same with the Chiefs because, like, I have no idea what the timeline is of Mahomes getting back.
Man, he's already rehabbing, man.
I know. I would hammer the over on 10.5 with them as well.
When I seen that he was rehabbing, I'm like, yeah, he's trying to be ready for week 1.
I'm not selling my stock on the Chiefs, but it's like they let me down this year.
Listen, man,
you know,
we're about to see some nasty rain chasing from some of these free agents. They're gonna be taking a 1-year deal with either the Chiefs, the Eagles,
the Bills, the Ravens.
I don't know about the Ravens because until if Lamar gets a contract extension, then that's when I can see it. But if not, I can see free agents holding themselves back from it.
I've been going to sleep at night playing the 49ers cut Trent Williams, and he come on the Chicago.
It's going to happen.
That feels like it's a real possibility.
It's about to happen. When I heard that he's due $38 million, I'm like, yeah, they don't want to pay him that money.
Come on to Chicago. We need a left tackle for 2 years while our guy gets rehab.
And the thing too is like I believe that weather matters, and the things like Chicago is good enough to still make the playoffs, and when the weather gets cold, Trent Williams is a dude that you need to have.
Because he'll maul motherfuckers out there.
He's gonna he is moving furniture.
Listen, man, I would
y'all
never forget
imagine Trent Williams next to Joe Tooney. Oh my God.
I was just gonna say, put your hands back on the steering wheel.
Man, I crashed this bitch, man. Like, Trent Williams
listen, if let's just say if Trent does go to the Bears, man, do you know what Ben Johnson's gonna do, man?
Oh my God.
He's gonna trade for Penei Sewell, and things are gonna get real weird.
We don't have to chip with the tight end.
Yeah.
It just frees up so much more stuff. The backs can have free releases. Like, Ben will be in his bag.
I don't want to. I don't. Now, if this would have happened last year, where the Bills were still outdoors, I would have been on par with this. But man, if he goes to Chicago, it is going to be a problem.
With that,
we already were second in the league in rushing. You put him next to, like, come on, man. We had 3 Pro Bowl linemen. Like, you add Trent Williams to that.
It's over.
Now, I will say you only have the thing. To me, Trent Williams is basically the Derrick Henry of offensive linemen. I'm tired of saying that he's not going to be good at some point in time, and the guy's just great. Like he'll be good until he's 70.
He mauled, like, he destroys linebackers. Cornerbacks doesn't even want to be in his way. Like, I seen guys running away from him because they don't want to be in his way.
It's crazy because, like, we know the refrigerator as Perry, but he's bigger than, like, that's what it looks like. I'm just gonna try to go around him, and you can't, because, like, you're right. I've seen in real time people say, "Nah, man, I'm supposed to do this corner blitz. I'll just stay in the flat. I'm good."
Man,
you got to make business decisions out there with Trent.
Yeah, there are executive decisions you have to make.
Like, I look at,
there are
some defensive players,
and I think about I think about Darnell Wright learning from Trent Williams, and just how that sets the Bears up going forward.
That's a good thing, man.
That would be nice.
So basically, I know. Again, there was a lot of 10.5 win teams that Vegas has set the line for. I actually think that Seattle will not hit that 10. I think that's going to be an under squad.
Super Bowl hangover.
It's not Super Bowl hangover more than I just don't believe in Sam Darnold. And look, this is. I know that nobody wants to be on my team. Nobody wants to be on my team with this. But I know he had a great season in Minnesota last year, and then he did what he did the last 3 weeks of the season. This year, he was not good for half of it and played great in a couple games. I still do not believe in Sam Darnold. I believe that the Seahawks will lose, or they will win less than 10.5.
But that's
an 8 or 9 win team.
But that's the way, like the way they're constructed. He doesn't have to be great.
I know he doesn't have to, but I don't. I cannot. I will not. I will stand firmly on this take that I do not believe in Sam Darnold. I will move the goalpost, and I will move my take on certain things. Sam Darnold is not one of them.
I mean, at this point, Sam Darnold is a top 14 quarterback.
If he starts off the season again the way he started the last 2 seasons, I will finally bail on it. But until that happens, I'm not willing to do it.
Ooh.
I'm not a Darnold truther or nothing. But
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I thought he listen, I had him as a guy that was completely, his career was over with. And he went to Minnesota, he did what he did. And he won a Super Bowl this year. Granted, he only had to show up for 1 game, but he's better than Baker. I'll say that.
This is the thing, is that I was late to the Lions party because I knew what the Lions were until the Lions weren't the Lions anymore. I'm the same thing right now with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold is Sam Darnold until he's not Sam Darnold anymore. And I need just a little bit more time before I'm willing to finally let go of my hatred, if you will, towards that quarterback. I just need a little bit more time.
I mean, I don't think Sam Darnold's elite or anything like that, but I mean, as long as he's not turning the ball over and they have that defense, I expect them. I feel like 10 wins is the minimum for them next year.
But see, that's the whole reason why I don't think that they will win 10.5 is because I don't trust him to not turn the ball over, because he was only good for the first like 7 or 8 games this season. He was awful the back end of this NFL season. So I don't think that he's fixed anything. I don't think that he's that. I don't feel like he has changed. That's the thing. But when it comes to quarterbacks and people, like, you can get better, but I don't think that you necessarily change all the time. So has he gotten better through his years? Yes. But it's the same thing as Josh Allen. He has gotten better, but he hasn't changed. The same things that has ruined Buffalo's season has always ruined Buffalo's season. But the circumstance changed because Sam Darnold was just around a better squad, had just a crazy, phenomenal defense. So I don't bank on him being the same Darnold that we saw from the beginning of this season and the regular season last year. I can't see it happening a second time. That's why I personally am on a negative, on less than 10 wins for the Seahawks. That's just me though.
Yeah, because I look at it as like, what I saw something the other day that they have the least unrestricted free agents in the league. So they're basically about to run it back.
Huge.
So I'm like, another year in that system for everybody. Now, the one thing that they don't have going for it, they lost their OC. So that's definitely something that could hurt. But the way that defense was playing, hell.
Well, the thing that I worry about too, and I look at things more from the human perspective than I think that most do, is that when, like, we personally can't treat this like it used to be Madden, where you win a Super Bowl, you get all the experience, and then it's, hey, I want to re-sign here because my likeliness of winning another one, I enjoyed the team experience. Those things are things that are baked into the game, but the actual emotion and ego isn't really, it's not something that we account for as fans usually. So these guys who are still on rookie deals, these guys who are, like you just said, they're unrestricted free agents, there is going to still be a point of, I'm the reason why we got here. You need to pay me. And if the Seahawks don't pay them early now, maybe they don't get the exact same return on their investment because these guys were hungry and they were early in their careers because they're trying to make a name for themselves. Now they're saying, I'm the reason why we won, dog. You better pay me. And maybe they take some more plays off that they didn't do beforehand. I feel like that's completely on the board.
So people out there making business decisions, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And I just feel like this is something where we're not accounting for the human element. It's just, how could they not get better? How could they not do this X, Y, and Z? And it's also, man, maybe they don't want to because you need to pay me off of what I did. And all of a sudden now, like, you're not going to get the free labor anymore. And the reason why I'm saying this, because in my industry and what I have as a label for me personally, I know what that feels like. And I'm not even a professional athlete, and I'm not getting into 90 car crashes a day, for sport and entertainment. So I could absolutely see why it's on the board of how people might want to dial back their effort, even though they won a Super Bowl. We can't just do the whole transitive property of, well, they won this year, they can only get better. If you haven't made your bag yet, you might dial it back because you want to prove a point.
Now, if I'm JSN, I'm going to them. I'm like, listen, I want that extension right here, right now, before Cooper Kupp gets his.
If JSN, yes.
Him, Cooper Kupp, I could see them getting like a 4-year, $150, $160 million type deal.
Is he even eligible?
40 a year? What's the market right now? Like, who's the top guy making?
Jamar Chase.
What is he making? I didn't think it was.
He got a 4-year, 160.
Damn.
So I want to say JSN got one more year before he's eligible, right? Because wasn't it just his second year?
Oh shit! I thought it was his third year.
but see that's the other thing that I'm talking about is that like Jay is saying like he's been that dude, but he finally showed out, and now that he's made his impact, maybe he doesn't play the same way until he's eligible, but maybe you want to pay him a little bit earlier just because you don't want to piss that dude off.
Yeah.
Sure.
I already know Cooper Kupp getting his, man.
He
should know why.
Thank you.
Old ass.
Cooper Kupp has lived rent free off of one season, and I don't know why people still believe in this dude as like the guy. He had a season, but he's not the guy.
Now you just disrespectful. He had more than a season, but I get what you're saying.
The Triple Crown season has bought him a lot of leeway, basically.
I mean, first of all, he can't stay healthy. Like that's one thing, but
LaShawn, you like my comps. To me, I basically feel like Cooper Kupp is the Tom Coughlin of coaching, or wide receivers, if you will. That man had a lot of, because what he did for 2 years on 2 runs.
But that one run, it's a magical run.
It was a magical run, and we can have a feel-good story about that. It's the same way that I said that Josh Allen is the Luka Doncic of football.
Damn.
But nothing feel good about that. My boy Randy Moss should have got a ring.
Hey, you right about that, man. You right.
He should be mad, and you should be mad too. We all should be mad about that. Randy Moss deserves a ring.
Right.
He deserves it more than T.O., I'll say that.
Crackhead ass Michael Irvin got 3 rings.
Hey man, listen. We not gonna trip out on Uncle Mike, man. He played the game at a high level back in the day. He led the Cowboys. Like
he was the Lamar Odom of football.
I was just about to say.
Oh no!
The stories that you hear about this man, and it's just like, and he still went out there and played every Sunday.
No, the Lamar Odom of football might be the greatest comp. Like I thought I had some good ones. That might be the greatest one ever.
Oh, did y'all see? He came out yesterday. He was up there on a podcast. He talking about saying he loved his cocaine. I'm just like, man, what are we doing here, man? Like, talk about saying he used to be out there on the court high as hell up off of cocaine. Ain't no way, man. Like these days, you ain't getting away with that.
No. Well, one, you definitely can't get away. That's the whole thing that I hate about when we do like sports documentaries is the fact that we get all the honesty after the fact. So like we all kind of knew without knowing that Michael Irvin was that guy, right? Like you could indirectly kind of tell, but
we knew about Lamar Odom too.
Yeah.
He was messing with pig face Khloe Kardashian.
Yeah.
It was before this was
pink face.
Pork belly pig face Khloe that Lamar was going wild in. So
it was, we should have known the signs were there.
Right. But the thing is, like, we never really get the true honesty until after they're done, and that's kind of the whole Michael Irvin thing. Like, we knew, but him being honest about it, and it's anything nowadays. It's convenient and it's refreshing when we get an honest opinion. But the problem is we never get it when it's happening in the moment. We always get it after the fact.
Because, like, I'll say this about sports media. A lot of the sports media these days, even back then, they'll know about it, they'll hear about it, and they won't report it until after the fact, after years have gone by.
So they don't want to burn you up. They don't want to burn you as a source.
Yep, exactly.
For sure.
Like I done heard so many stories about Browns players, and I'm just like, what?
Right, like
I'm asking myself, like, why isn't the media running with this? And then that's like, I've heard from a few of the local media members, and they sat up here and told me, like, I can't do this because if I do, who else can I go to up there in that locker room?
Right, just like like my homies. I got stories on them about them and tortas, and I'm just waiting till they sons of age to tell their sons. All right. Oh yeah, Nate. I can't wait to talk to Trey. He only 2 now, but you wait.
You wait
till I tell your son what a wild boy his daddy was. Yeah.
It's a lot more than a shower and a shave, right? We got some real heart to heart.
Look, okay, they call them Ooh Nate for a reason. Okay.
So before we hang it up for the day, you guys can find the Playbook Podcast wherever you podcast for free. Like, share, subscribe, smash the 5-star reviews. Don't be a hater. And I want to get to we talked about the 10.5 point, or not 10 points, but 10.5 win teams. There are a number of 7 teams who have a 6.5 win total or below before the season starts. Panthers, Browns, Titans are 6.5. Vegas and the Jets are 5.5, and the Cardinals and Dolphins are 4.5. Are there any one of those teams that you think is going to underperform from whatever they're supposed to be, or overachieve? Because I have one that I firmly believe will smash the over.
I think the Titans will smash the over.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm with you.
I think Brian Daboll is going to do wonders with Cam Ward.
I was going to smash the Cardinals on 4.5.
Oh no, I wouldn't touch that. Don't touch that. Do not touch that.
Really? We don't even know who that quarterback is.
Listen, they're about to trade. They're going to get rid of. We're about to see some nasty tanking from the Dolphins and the Cardinals. Maybe the Jets too.
No, the Jets ain't tanking. They just ass.
The Jets are
down there.
They ain't got a tank.
Like, did you see what the Dolphins just did? Like, they're getting rid of everybody. If you're a veteran, you came in with a lucrative contract, you're out of there.
Well, that's why the Bears need to call about Minka.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I can see the Dolphins trade Minka to the Eagles, the Rams, or the 49ers.
Or the Bills.
You know, damn, you gotta pay double. You in the division, you gotta pay double.
I know.
Man, it is so nasty what they're doing, though, man. I thought the Browns was nasty for doing this back in 2016. No, the Dolphins took the top off. They're gonna cut Tua, and that's gonna be $100 million against their cap.
I ain't mad at it. Get it over. Get it out the way.
Rip the Band-Aid off.
Just rip the Band-Aid off.
Just, we're going to be ass. We might as well take this L right now and build for the future.
Y'all really don't think that the Cardinals can win 5 games?
No.
With that division?
I think that's the whole thing. I think they can steal 1 from the Seahawks.
They're not stealing nothing.
Division won at least 11 games.
I gave my soliloquy earlier about why I don't believe in Sam Darnold. So that's the whole reason why.
You
believe in the Cardinals?
No, man.
I believe in the Cardinals winning more than 4 games. That is all that I said. That is all that I said.
You're not getting
that. Put words in my mouth.
You might get 3. You'll get the 3, but that half is gonna be hard.
Yo, that's why they put that hook on there, man. If it's 4, if it's 4.5, yep.
They shopping Buda Baker. Tyler is gone. Like they have no pass rush.
Well, the thing is, if you just take the junior off of Marvin Harrison's jersey, then everything's fine. He just becomes Marvin Harrison. Next thing you know, the Cardinals are the Colts.
Oh man,
that Alaska bud is fire, huh?
I'm telling you, like
I
can't
don't
believe you said
do hot takes, so I don't have hot takes, so I have to put one out there every once in a while just to keep things fresh.
Understandable, bro.
Only person.
So Raiders and Jets are both at 5.5. Over under.
Both of them are under.
Yeah, I think the Raiders could win 5. So I would take the under. The Jets, I got winning 1 or 2 games.
Yeah, I'm telling.
Wow, that's look,
the
man.
Jets might be the worst. I like that 0-16 Lions team. I take them over the Jets.
That's
I mean, they had Calvin Johnson up on that team, so I get it.
Like the Jets are a joke.
Well, that's because it does.
Come on, bro. You standing in the parking spot. You got on jump mans. Get your ass home somewhere.
The coaching does matter. Like the rosters are one thing because I'm with you. The 0-16 Lions, I think, talent-wise, are better than the Jets currently constructed. But does it also, man, it's really tough to defend Aaron Glenn when you have 0 interceptions when you were a cornerback. But I just don't see them being that awful 2 years in a row. I mean, they are the Jets, so I shouldn't feel that way. But I can't think they're going to be that bad. I would take the Jets over 5.5. I think it's not barely. It's a 6 team, maybe.
Hey, I'm gonna speak for LaShawn on this. Hey, both of us put 500 on it with you. What's up?
Listen, man.
The Jets ain't winning over 5.5.
Look, I've seen way too many times. Like the Commandos went to the NFC Championship game 2 years ago. That was supposed to be a 5-win team, right?
Yeah, they had Jaden Daniels.
I'm right, but it was yeah. I'm trying to be. I'm so tired of being negative. I'm just trying to be a positive dude for once.
Well, you chose the wrong shit to be positive about. I'm tell you that right now. Let's make the Jets.
Again, I'm not saying they're going to make the playoffs. I'm saying it's maybe it's a 6-win team. Maybe
the Jets wouldn't make the college football playoff. That's how bad the Jets are.
Okay. If there's one hot take I live rent free on that will never, ever, ever happen, is whoever has the worst record in the NFL should have to play the college football championship. And that person, that team gets relegated, and then the other team gets.
You're going to get those college kids killed.
Look, man, if they don't get paid, this is not a student athlete thing anymore. You're getting paid. Let's go.
You're going to get them killed.
Why? How am I getting them killed? They're already going to the next level.
The pride of them grown men.
In 6 months, they're going to be professionals anyways.
There's a huge difference between college and NFL speed, man.
Oh no. I am not saying that that's not the case. But if you're a college football player and you're trying to make it to the NFL, let's just say Michigan versus who had the worst record? The Raiders, right? If you took Michigan right now against the Raiders right now, what I'm saying
not storm. Michigan is ass.
Ohio State or what?
You can say, listen,
CR. Which school would you prefer that I use as an example?
Listen,
they all losing.
We can say the Raiders versus Indiana, right? Since Indiana won it all.
Okay,
that game will not. I say the Raiders will win that game by 5 touchdowns, and I doubt if Indiana scores.
Now that's a. I don't know. I feel like the Raiders would still win because the thing is because obviously a professional football team is constructed of all professional football players, right? Like everybody who plays on a college team does not get drafted. So that's where the caveat kind of comes in. So I understand the pushback, but I also think if we're talking about how bad some of these guys are, you don't have like in Indiana for me, because I watch no Indiana football. So that's the thing too, is I want to be completely transparent on that. I watched zero Indiana football. But a team like Ohio State or Michigan, you don't think they could put up 10 points against the Raiders if they played 10 times? Like
maybe in one game.
Well, no, that doesn't like in a if they played each other, like let's say Michigan played the Raiders 10 times. You don't think that one out of those 10 times they could put up 10 or 14? Because I think they could.
Yeah, they can luck themselves into it.
I just don't think that like the worst NFL team is obviously better than the best college football team, right? Like I'm not trying to do that, but it's also, man, some of these teams are so bad that I feel like some of these college squads could probably give them a run for their money. I definitively feel that way in the NBA. The NFL, I'm not so strong on, but the NBA, I do. The NBA is the young kids' game, man. The NBA has changed. LaShawn, you are
listen, man.
Hitting me on
there's going to be a difference because playing in college is you got 30 seconds. In the NBA, you got 24. The speed, the up and down pace, totally different, man.
No, I get that, but I also know that these old, like LeBron is still great, technically, but he is still now, or has been for a while, a liability.
Because he's a huge liability.
Because he just can't move the same. The NBA is a young person's game. Now, it doesn't mean that just because I will say this, if you would have put like 12 years ago Kentucky in the NBA,
that John Wall team,
that squad might win 40 games, man.
Like
I know I'm over exaggerating, but
it'll be must see TV. I'll say that. A lot of people will tune in and watch.
What I think they should do, so like, okay, so I didn't watch this year's NBA All-Star Weekend. I haven't watched an All-Star Weekend in years. But one thing that was kind of pitched where I think would be a really intriguing thing, because like, so what they did was they had two USA teams and a world team, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what it sounded like, what I heard was like, what they should do is let's just make a squad of all like one college team, basically.
They do that. Whew.
I thought that'd be dope. Like maybe that's something you kind of put on the side. Like you have an all Duke squad versus an all Kentucky team. You have a Kansas squad versus an all UNC team. I think that would be like UNC hasn't really been relevant over the past like 15 years, basically. But I feel like that'd be a really cool wrinkle that you could put into it.
Yeah, it'll be good. I mean, I'll take the Duke team to win.
Like current Duke players or all-time Duke players?
We did all-time.
The all-time is the one that, Duke, they might get it. But like current Duke players,
listen, Carlos Boozer got twins that go to Duke right now. And
so you're doing that. Oh man, Boozer's one of the dudes, like he's one of the Alaskan dudes, man. Boozer and Trajan Langdon and Mario Chalmers.
Fuck Trajan Langdon.
Whoa. Okay. I didn't know that we were gonna get here. Why do you hate Trajan Langdon?
He played for my Cavs. I bought into him saying that he was gonna be something.
Oh, that's right, because he played for the Cavs.
He played for the Cavs, got drafted by him. I'm thinking like, he's gonna be a baller. Man, he ain't do shit.
Trajan Langdon, like that Sierra just popped in. We went from one thing to hating on Carlos Boozer and Trajan Langdon.
We gotta hate Carlos Boozer. I gotta hate Carlos Boozer because he lied to a blind man.
I don't even know why. Why do you hate Carlos? So like Trajan Langdon, I get, but why?
He lied to the owner. He had a handshake agreement to do a contract extension with the Cavs. Not even 24 hours later, he leaves from Cleveland and goes to Utah.
Who else had a handshake agreement that didn't work? Oh, didn't that happen with the Minnesota Timberwolves and Joe Smith?
Joe Smith, and they got in trouble because they did a handshake agreement to
And
give
the
him a
owner
cheap
never
contract.
died. He's
Yeah.
still alive.
He's still alive, and he lied about it.
That's wild. Who's your favorite Alaskan basketball player? And you can't say me.
Trajan Langdon.
CR just likes to be that dude.
Now Trajan Langdon, I think he's a GM for
Is he?
Yeah, he's a GM, I think, for the Wizards.
I didn't realize that he was a GM. I thought that he was still in the basketball circles, but I didn't think that he was an actual GM though.
Yeah, he's a GM.
He's doing a hell of a job. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm about to
For the Wizards.
Yeah, the way he's compiled these assets and the little tank job that they doing, saving Anthony Davis and Trae Young for next season. I love it.
That's actually a really good point. Like, I don't feel like the Wizards will still be if everybody can stay on the court with those two dudes, that should be a playoff team. If they can play at least both of them, at least 60 games, that should be an Eastern Conference playoff team.
He's the president of operations in Detroit.
Oh, okay, shit. So, he really doing a good job.
Yeah, so now he's up above the GM. So
okay. Well, then everything that I just said, I retract because I don't believe in it anymore.
Because he's doing a hell of a job with Detroit because Detroit is the best team in the East.
Yo, Detroit went from 8 Mile to marathon.
But
Detroit.
So it's not even just football. You just hate the city of Detroit.
It's on site, bro. Like, energy don't change. Like, that's just what it is.
I'm not gonna lie. I've always been a little bit more reserved of the older that I've gotten, but there's part of me that just wishes, man, I wish that I had some kind of passion, whether it be positive or negative, the way that you do about Detroit. Wait, what'd you just show? I didn't see it. I looked down for a moment. What is that?
Oh, Mega man, you can't go wrong with that.
Oh no, those are fire.
I didn't know they had breakfast ones though. So
I do. So have you guys seen wrap snacks?
Wrap snacks?
Yeah. So they're potato chips. They're potato chips, but they have like hip hop artists inspired by them. Have you seen them?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. So that ignorant shit.
So I went and bought the Rick Ross ones, which were like sweet chili and lemon pepper.
Oh shit!
Like I said, ignorant.
Here's the deal: the flavor combination I feel like would have been great, but they were incredibly underseasoned, which I find ironic.
You wasn't around the hood. That's why. You got to be around the hood.
You got the low sodium version.
It was very underwhelming, and I was disappointed to say the least.
Oh shit! You sound like my wife.
Sounds like you need some more sodium in your life, man.
I'm cool.
I'm good.
I got mine.
I see the salt. I see the salt in the beard. You got the sodium going on. Did you guys have anything you wanted to talk about before we hang it up? Because I gotta scoot out in about 5 minutes to pick up kiddo. So anything you guys want to?
I got nothing, man.
I know LaShawn. When I have him on, he has like. Tell you what, I don't have a sponsor segment for it, but I will give you music to say what you want to and hate on the city and the town that I know you want to hate on.
I got nothing right now. I'm gonna let him live.
Oh man, I was getting ready to.
I'm gonna let him live for right now. But
you're a better person. You're a better person than me, then.
Yeah, eventually it's gonna come out.
CR, you got anything you want to get up your chest? If you want to yell at somebody or certain
Absolutely.
squad?
Yeah. So tomorrow night, it's a big night. Thank you. Sorry, I'm getting my groceries. Illinois plays Michigan.
Oh.
So this
you
is
are going to be.
Yeah, this for my boy Tyler Dees. Fuck y'all. We coming. ILL. Let's go.
All right. I'm gonna watch it now. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, and I owe him $50. I'm mad about that.
Oh, you must have lost the see.
Yeah, because the Michigan gonna win the Big Ten.
Yep.
What we should do is not maybe necessarily a podcast episode, but just a live stream. We should watch a game completely together. And then just, if there's one, there has to be one specific person that all of us are not huge fans of, and just tag the hell out of them.
Okay.
Tony Burton.
Oh, rude. I like Tony.
You're getting soft. You're getting soft. No, we don't like that. We don't like that light skin.
I feel like that's the funny thing too. Is you're like, we don't have the light skin. I'm like, I don't know where to go with that because I can't be Isaiah Hartenstein and say I'm bright skinned because I'm not even that. Like, I can't. I'm left with nothing.
Tony looked like Chester Cheeto that need Ozempic.
Come on, man.
Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's all talk off stage and let's do. We'll find out who we want to roast. Let's have an online roast.
All right.
You know, that's my wheelhouse. That's
the whole reason why I pitched it is because there's nobody who I know that I trust more to do that than you.
It took everything in me not to turn the camera on this dude in Walmart, his shoes. I want to hit him with a, what are those?
Oh.
Like, I know we're still live and I turned the music off, but I saw when you were getting food, dude, I saw your eyes move a little bit. I'm like, he might fight somebody.
I hate coming to Walmart, man. Like,
is that all right? Again, so we are still live. I like the fact that you said that you hate going to Walmart. I hate it as well. Is there a department store that you cannot stand? Because Walmart is a store that I will not go into.
It was a store. It was called Woolsworth. It's like a.
Oh, I remember Woolsworth.
Yeah, I used to hate going in there. I'm so glad they took them all down in Kmart. Hated going in those, man.
It's not a department store. It was a store here called Moo and Oink.
Moo and Oink.
Did you just hold on? You said Moo and Oink?
Yes.
So it was
a grocery store / like meat market. And when I tell you,
it better be a meat market because I have no other explanation of what it would be.
Tell you, it's stank in there. First of all, second of all, you go in there with your old black grandma. And you in there all goddamn day, and it's freezing cold, and you just smell chitlins and pig feet, and it's just and there's stuff on the floor, and you know you got these ghetto people smelling like BO. I'm gonna send y'all the Moo and Oink commercial.
Oh man.
Oh, I actually would like to see that because so we have a meat store out here that I like to go to because it's not just Fred Meyer's or Walmart or whatever, and it's always good quality stuff. But when I take my son with me, he has the exact reaction that you just said, and you're like, oh, it smells like this and that. And I'm like, bro, it's uncooked meat. I don't understand what you think it would smell like.
You got to get them used to
it. He's 11 years old. He still walks into that place and he holds his nose. I'm like, bro, this is not that difficult. We're gonna be here for 3 minutes. Don't make a huge deal of it.
Yeah, you're gonna scare the people there.
I'm telling you,
Old Southern black ladies take you to them fish markets and the meat markets. Ugh. It's just bringing back terrible memories. I'm sorry.
I was just about to say, yeah, it's
Yeah, speaking of Lamar Odom and Kim Kardashian.
Trying to make you eat hog head cheese.
That was in bad taste.
Well, I want to go out like Lamar did.
Yeah, he was up there at a brothel, high as hell.
That
sound like the way to go to me.
So one thing that we need to talk off stage about, like something that's not really sports related, but have like an interesting conversation about either some kind of talking point, because there are so many things that I think that go through our minds that we don't actually put onto paper, if you will. And the three of us, I think we could have an interesting conversation about like either hip hop or other things in sports besides what just happened. I think that we could put together some crazy content.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right. Well, this is a really weird way to end the episode, but you guys know the drill. Stay up, stay blessed. And that was Sierra McGee and LaShawn Brown, two of my favorite people on planet Earth. And we'll catch you guys on the next one.